Zamfara ta ji gyara kamar birnin Abuja. Rukun kashe tema dodo talaka ya samu gata. Wadan Hausa ko gobe in Allah ya so. Muhammadu babu canjin ka kai muka so ka dawo. Muhammadu babu canjin ka kai muka so ka dawo.
Kaji gaskiyar zance.
Kaji gaskiyar zance.
Kai kuma mu gidan maza gwamna.
Gado dan maza bello.
Wadan Hausa gwarzona.
Gado do mazan aiki.
Gadan ara dole sai fan.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Mr. Speaker, the honorable members, it is with great pleasure and gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I present before this honorable House a appropriation bill for the Zamfara State 2022 budget proposal for consideration and passage into law today. We are presenting this financial estimate at a period of heightened expectation for our people following the havoc done to our global, national, and local economy by the COVID pandemic in the year 2020 and the slow rate of recovery in the year 2021. There are now glimmers of hope that the year 2022 is going to be a promising one, going by the rate of which economies are rebounding, especially the significant improvements seen during the last quarter of 2021 of significance to Nigerians and our dear states and state. Commodity prices are picking up, including that of oil, which remains the major source of our country's revenue and foreign exchange. Another ray of hope is the brighter prospect of ongoing war against banditry, which has taken a huge toll on our economy over the years. While it is still early for us to declare that we have won the battle against the decade-long banditry, the stiffer measures that were taken across the Northwest in the past 3 months to contend this hydra-headed evil have raised hope of the citizens and give those who want to do business with our state reason to be optimistic. Despite the challenges of banditry and its devastating consequences on the economy and the social well-being of our people, we have forged ahead with the task of rebuilding our state and laying a more formidable foundation for its development. To make government businesses more accountable, transparent, and socially inclusive, we have taken the following steps in addition to those we have taken early. We have joined the Open Government Partnership OGP. The State Action Plan is currently being drawn and a steering committee will be inaugurated immediately after the completion of the action plan before the end of December, inshallah. We have signed the legislation to ensure social protection. We have passed the audit law to ensure prudence, probity, and accountability in the public sector. As part of this administration effort, we have to place our state on the path of enduring development. We are working in collaboration with the relevant stakeholders to come up with a development plan for the state. The plan will provide a roadmap for state policies and programs and form the foundation of our budget and other state commitments. We are making a big push to fight poverty and teach our teeming unemployed youth the skill they need to live a life and productive life as part of our effort to development a more robust and modern 21st century economy in keeping with our commitment to growing human capital as one of the major indicators of development. We have established the Human Capital Development Council. In addition, in these coming days, I will inaugurate the Social Protection Council, whose mission is to use the transformative process to alleviate poverty and unemployment and ensure that every person of the state has the resources necessary to live a happy and decent life. Their 2022 financial estimates have been carefully prepared against the foregoing background, despite the ray of hope based on the improved economic climate in the third quarter of 2021. We are, however, cautiously optimistic. The review of 2021 budget. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, you may recall that the 2021 budget I presented before you had a total outlay of 142,779,251,000 made up of 74,491,751,000 and 68,287,500,000 as recurrent and capital revenues respectively. Therefore, based on this outlay, a corresponding recurrent expenditure formation of 63,112,251,000 and a capital expenditure formation of 79,667,000,000 was made for the year. As a result of a local economic trend occasioned by insecurity and the shortfall in the revenue accrual, the original budget was reviewed downward to 117,575,400,000 with 70,896,000,000 as a recurrent revenue and 46,679,400,000 as a capital revenue. Consequently, the corresponding outlay for the current and capital stood at 64,400,000 and 53,575,000,000 respectively. For the period under review, this we did in order to dance in tune with reality. By the end of September 2021, the sum of 57,164,520,708,000 represented 77% of the total projected recurrent revenue accrued to the state, while the sum of 18,464,039,773 naira representing 27% of the total projected capital revenue also accrued to the state. Mr. Speaker, sir, on the part of expenditure, the sum of 54,198,193,942 naira, representing 86% of the approved recurrent expenditure, was expended, while the expenditure to the tune of 12,524,121,524 naira, representing 16% of the approved capital expenditure, was carried out. Generally, the performance of 2021 budget at the end of September in terms of total revenue and the total expenditure is 75,628,560,481 naira, representing 53%, and 66,722,315,466 naira, representing 47% respectively. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, some of the achievements recorded during the year 2021 under review. Mr. Speaker and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is pertinent at this point to mention some of the achievements we recorded during the implementation of the year 2021 approved budget. Education. Mr. Speaker, we must recognize the transformative potential of education in our state. Education is one of the key drivers and development. No meaningful development can be achieved without a commensurate commitment on education. Even with the security challenges confronting our state long before my assumption as a governor, we have not relented in our commitment to this critical sector. Unfortunately, during the year under review, the education sector suffered setback with the compulsory closure of schools because of attacks and threat of attacks by bandits and abduction of our school children. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, against all odds, in the year 2021, we were able to execute a number of projects in the forms of teachers' lodge in some selected schools across the 3 senatorial zones in the state. The schools that benefited from that project include Matawalle Secondary School Maradun, Government Day Secondary School Endotu, Government Day Secondary School Shenkapi, and the Government Day Secondary School Dampa. The construction works is in the tune of 188,125,241 kobo, which was already been done. Similarly, we have undertaken the renovation and rehabilitation and the supply of furniture at Government Science Secondary School Shinkapi at the cost of 911,780,250 naira in a persistent effort to settle the backlog of WAEC, NECO, and other examination bodies which were not paid by the first administration. We have released the sum of 170 million to both WAEC and NECO to facilitate the writing of the 2021 school leaving examination by our students in the year under review. We hope to settle all outstanding payment very soon, inshallah. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, on the issue of scholarship, under the current fiscal year, my administration has approved the release of 186,699,600 as full payment of 67 medical and paramedical students currently in their second year of studies in Sudan. There is also the payment of 24,500,000 for 23 students in India and 56,463,440,000 for 92 students studying in Cyprus, in addition to 19 students studying online in China institutions. We have again released 41,200,000 as part payment of the backlog of debt inherited, which is owed to Al Hikma University Ilorin and Crescent University Abeokuta, respectively. Based on our realization of the vital role of early childhood education as the foundation of all learning endeavors, we have maintained our modest effort of giving full support to universal basic education in the state. Accordingly, my administration has released 1.5 billion naira counterpart fund to UBE, which made it possible for the board to draw matching grants and execute various projects under the fiscal year. Some of the projects executed include 966 classrooms across the 14 local government areas, 54 classrooms of a story building, 1 administrative block and library, and 11 well-finished blocks of ICT centers. Mr. Speaker, sir, other work carried out are the construction of offices of education secretariat and 1 block of 200 capacity student hostel, perimeter wall fence in 31 schools, and 95 cells of 32 blocks of VIP laboratory. Similarly, 520 classrooms were renovated and 33,246 seats were provided. Moreover, 1,372 teachers' tables and chairs were supplied accordingly. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in health sector, we all know that no meaningful development could be achieved without adequate provision of primary, secondary, and tertiary healthcare facilities. Based on this, therefore, during the 2021 fiscal year, my administration executed a number of projects under the health sector. We completed the construction of 147 primary health centers across the state at the total cost of 2,239,785,198 naira, and have procured 200 rickshaw ambulances at the total cost of 327,598,000. We have also reconstructed General Hospital Talata Mafara and completed the General Hospital Birnin Magaji. The administrative sector, Mr. Speaker and honorable members, it is worthy to know that after 25 years of creation of Zamfara State, the government is still battling with the problems of office and residential accommodation. Many government MDAs and some government officials are still accommodated in rented houses. Some of the existing government offices and residential accommodation are not befitting and conducive for work. My administration therefore embarked on rehabilitation and upgrade of government structures. In this regard, the existing Government House was renovated and upgraded with the provision of new 18 executive chariots at cost of 2,182,999,836 naira 12 kobo, as well as other befitting structure to aid governments in the state. The State House of Assembly has been renovated and upgraded at the cost of 1,406,011. The JB Yakubu Secretarial Conference Hall, now renamed Dr. Garba Nadama Conference Hall, was upgraded to the status of an ultra-modern conference hall of international standard at the total cost of 378,173,592 naira 19 kobo. And as part of our economy and security challenges in the year under review, this administration has been able to execute a number of development projects across the state, while most of these projects were executed by the state government. Some are carried out through collaborations with local governments and the counter funding from other donor agencies. Some of these projects include as follows. My administration also renovated and upgraded our liaison offices at Abuja and Kaduna at the total cost of 2,133,712,122 naira 85 kobo, and constructed a presidential lodge at the cost of 1,025,162 naira. During the year under review, we completed 12 township roads in Gusau, the state capital, and the other 8 are at various levels of completion. Mr. Speaker, sir, the construction of Deputy Governor's office is ongoing at the cost of 183,862,850 naira 40 kobo. The construction of Gusau International Airport, which was awarded at the cost of 11.5 billion, the project is ongoing. We have equally expanded the sum of 1.8 billion for conversion of diesel-powered street light to solar street light in one. We also purchased of 14 Toyota Land Cruiser Jeep for Grand Cadi, Chief Judge, Higher Court Judges and Cadis of Sharia Court and Appeal. We have also procured and distributed 200 Hyundai cars to judicial staff, Mr. Speaker. Similarly, we planned installation of FM radio equipment at the total cost of 170,233,350 naira. We also construct new studios and supply of new equipment to television, AM and FM radio at the cost of 957,121,641 naira. We equally supply various digital printing equipment to the Press State Newspaper Company and the State Ministry of Information headquarters at the cost of 253,852,650, Mr. Speaker. Policy Trust for the 2022 fiscal year. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, all the current policy objectives will continue to be enforced in 2022. Emphasis will be given to cost efficiency and effectiveness in running government, as well as in a provision of required projects and programs. Government intends to partner as well as seek support from donors in coming up with a revised roadmap of developing the state. Government intends to forge a partnership with donor partners in pushing development in investment, education, and health. Government will give emphasis to the completion of all new and the ongoing projects by the end of this tenure, inshallah. Highlight of the proposed 2022 budget. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the 2022 fiscal year is expected to come with multiple realistic fiscal grants and other resources that will support our budget estimate. Therefore, the 2022 proposed budget is made up of higher than of that revised 2021 by 36% to address the whole socio-economic problem facing the state, such as insecurity, poverty, unemployment, and a desired capital project. The proposed 2022 budget is estimated at 160,248,511,000 based on the projected revenue of 80,181,655,000 for recurrent and 80,066,856,000 capital. The estimate was also formed into corresponding recurrent and capital expenditure of 63,165,511,000 and 97,083,000,000 respectively. Highlight of some of the projects to be executed in 2022 fiscal year, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Some of the projects to be undertaken by my administration in the course of implementation of the 2022 budget are as follows. Gusau Jawri Dogon Kadi Road, rehabilitation of the existing road from Kotrau Koshimada and Gusau Dan Sadau, the construction completion of Shenkatu Referral Hospital, construction of Maradun General Hospital, construction of equipment of all the dispensaries that we have built already in 14 local government areas, construction of Matawalle Road, construction of Maradun Magami and Farm Road. Gwamna will also undertake various rural water and electrification projects within the financial year. Construction of Safi Mkuzu Mwari Daji Hanyar and Hajikeria to Mdutun Daji Road will be continued within this year, inshallah. There's just a view of a project plan to be executed in 2022, Mr. Speaker. Detail on various projects to be undertaken in the course of the implementation of the 2022 budget to be subsequently provided by the Honorable Commissioners, Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning and Finance. The sum of 97,088,000,000 allocated to the capital component of the budget is distributed among the main sector of our economy as follows. Economic sector. This sector is very crucial to the general well-being of our people and development of the state. As the economy is a primary and critical component of our life, we need vibrant economic policy to harness our abundant economic potentials, particularly agriculture and solid minerals. The sector has therefore received a special attention this year. On this basis, the sum of 47,418,000,000, representing 48.84% of the capital estimate, is budgeted to take care of investment on economic empowerment through agriculture, public finance and physical management, private sector, growth and development, road and transport infrastructures, water resources, as well as housing and urban development. Social sector. This sector has fundamental aspects which include education, health, information, youth, women and children, environment, local and community development. They have direct impact on the lives of our people and those require serious attention. Therefore, the sum of 16,573,000,000, representing 17.07% of our capital estimate, is earmarked to that sector. Law and justice sector. This sector is allocated with the sum of 1,920,000,000, representing 1.97% of the capital estimate of this year. Administration sector. Administration is the machinery of the implementation of a government policy and the program. We have always accorded it the importance it deserves in our budget. On this basis, the sum of 31,172,000,000 is earmarked for the administration sector, representing 32.10% of the capital estimate. Conclusion, Mr. Speaker and honorable members. Before I end this presentation, I would like to thank Mr. Speaker and the honorable members for their continuation of solidarity, resilience, and their commitment to cause of governance. We have chatted for our dear state. I am confident that we shall soon reach the promised land with our doggedness to our ideal, inshallah. I am proud to have a team of vibrant and committed and trusted individuals who are determined to ensure the emancipations of state at all levels. Together will ensure full implementation of this budget as soon as it is passed into law by this Hallowed Chamber. I must at this juncture commend the Honorable Speaker for a very responsible leadership. You are leading the House with a total commitment and dedication, especially at this trying moment in the political history of our state. It is therefore my expectation that entire chambers will remain united for us to pilot our state to prosperity. Therefore, I represent this 2022 budget. I hope you will assiduously pass it into me. To the good people of Zamfara State, I must appreciate your patience, resilience, continuing prayer, and goodwill, which are the bedrock of our successes. Please let us remain prayerful. Inshallah, success is ours. On this note, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it is my pleasure to present the appropriation bill for the year 2022 to the tune of 160,248,511,000 for your consideration and passage into law. The estimate is made of 80,181,655,000 as recurrent revenue and 80,066,856,000 as capital revenue, with the corresponding recurrent and capital expenditure of 63,165,511,000 and 97,083,000,000 respectively. I thank you very much for your attention and due consideration. May Allah bless you abundantly and guide you in all your deliberation. Thank you very much, and God bless all
of the media, please. Please, members of the media should please allow the speaker to see the presentation of 20. Alhamdulillah, thank you very much. Once a member, always a member. That is Honorable Dr. Abdullah Muhammad M.O.N. Matawalle Maradu and Kasa Hausa, May 2022 appropriation bill to the State House of Assembly.
Let me begin by thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who spare our lives, witness another important event of presentation of 2022 appropriation bill to the President of the Assembly by the executive governor of the President Honorable Dr. Muhammad Matawalle, the third of its kind in this administration of ours. May the faith and the benediction of Allah be with our holy Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his family, Sahabas, and all those that follow his noble course till the day of judgment. The presentation of appropriation bill by the executive governor has been done today, as well as the appropriation of fund to MBS and the proper monitoring of the fund appropriated to each ministry, department, or agencies of government, and the cardinal responsibilities of the legislature as enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 1999 as amended. Not quite long, Your Excellency, this Honorable House accepted your request of trimming down the 2021 budget by about 20% from the initial 145 billion naira you earlier projected to 126,775 million, which was stated by security challenges and shortfall of revenue delivery. I use this opportunity to draw the attention of the state government under our leadership to intensify more effort in revenue generation, to augment the monthly federation allocation to the state, taking into cognizance that this House has given you all the powers needed to generate more money in the state. Passing into law, the revenue generation and distribution law, which you have seen assented by you. The law has given the government all powers and legal framework on how to generate revenue and how to promote leakages that may lead to the revenue shortfall. Particularly revenue generating agencies of the state government, while tax defaulters and the economic saboteurs are to be dealt with as being provided by the revenue laws. Let me also call on all revenue agencies of the state government particularly state-owned tertiary institutions and other relevant agencies, to remit all monies realized to the Treasury single account of the state government for transparency, accountability, and for the state to stand on its feet economically. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me salute the courage and the foresight of the governor for ensuring that peace is gradually returning to our dear state of the Zamfara owing to measures embarked often by the government, as well as the implementation of executive orders meant to curtail the excesses of bandit and the banditry in the state. As truly representative of the people and the grassroots, we believe these measures of curbing the menace of banditry have helped in the return of peace and normalcy in most of our towns and villages. Also, worthy of commendation, Your Excellency, is the recent cooperation you are giving at all levels to ensure that the normalcy has been restored in the state. The economy of the rural particulars at the peak of this harvesting season, Your Excellency, down to the memory line, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Sixth Assembly under my leadership has over 2.5 years has recorded more successes in terms of tax of our lawmaking. During the period under review, Your Excellency, distinguished invitees, the House has passed more than 40 bills into law, while about 30 others are at different stages of legislative processes. Of the recently celebrated laws and awaiting for the assenting to His Excellency the Elected Governor are public-private partnership law, the one that has been already also assented by the Governor, state and local government audit law, as well as a law prohibiting all forms of distraction of young persons during school hours, among the other numerous bills. All these successes would have not been possible without the support and the cooperative we have enjoyed from you, Your Excellency, and from the parliamentarian staff of this honorable House. This cordial relationship existing between the lawmakers and the parliamentary staff made me to accord their welfare as my topmost priority. Please end, Your Excellency, legislature as an independent arm of government, its staff as public servant should have been accorded with all equivalent rights and privileges, as well as be contained in the guideline rules. We were not unmindful of Your Excellency gain effort for making us proud as first among equal and having one of the best assembly complex building in the entire northern Nigeria. We salute you. We say kudos to you, Your Excellency, for giving us this opportunity. Let me assure the good people of Zamfara that the House will dedicate the entire December period for MDS to defend their proposal and make the document ready for passage into law for assent on or before 31st December 2021 in order to meet the IPSA's targeted deadline, inshallah. Members of the National Assembly of this assembly, that this honorable House, I sincerely thank you for coming. Thank everybody for listening. I wish you more health, and I wish you all the best for your all activities. And I want to use this opportunity again to thank all the good people of Zamfara, known as the parent, for the cooperation given to your administration. Every measures you have been given to the state, the people are always appreciating and abide by it. Thank you, and wassalamu alaikum.